Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and somebody asked me about making wood gears, and I turned them on to a site called woodgears.ca for Canada, and he's having trouble printing it. Well, unless you're going to cut it out of wood and use the paper as a template, you don't really need to do that. You can import it, but there's a couple of things. So here it is running. We want to take off the animate. We don't want it moving. We don't want to show the blue lines. We don't want to show the center lines. Now, we do want to show the graph, but I have found that you need to save, and I'm also going to turn my units to inches, and I'm going to turn the screen view where I get more of the one gear. You only can do one, I have found you can only do one gear at a time. So and this is only to get your center holes placed, and it even tells you the spacing. The shaft spacing needs to be 6.048 apart to make this gear work. And if you kind of look, the graph is off, but if we're going to start right there, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it's in the same spot. Of course, it's 0.048, a little bit bigger. So you want to turn that gear off, and you also want to turn off the grid. So that's all you've got. Now you can export it a bunch of different ways, but I have found the HPGL to work the best. The DXF works, but it puts in a lot of nodes. And I've already done this in Corel this morning for this gear. So I'm going to left click and I'm going to import the DXF. So I just called it Gear Test 2 DXF. And it makes it the right size, but look at all the nodes. Now this would work on your laser and actually print out, but it's going to make the laser run slow. So the way to import it is go to left click your mouse and go to import, or go up to File and Import, and we're going to go to Gear Test 3, which is that PLT one I mentioned. And I don't really know what this garbage is all in Greek to me, but you just import it, and then you would turn it red and make sure it's a hairline. And now you've got a cuttable item. So what I would do if you're making these gears, and you've already got your shaft size, you can actually go up here to Object, Group, and Ungroup, take that shaft size, and let's say the shaft size is 1 inch. Let's make it 0.25 inches. Now it's going to put it right in the center of the hole. So that's going to be your one gear. And then you just go back and duplicate the next gear. Now let's just do that. Let's show the other gear and take this gear away and export it as we're going to call it Gear Test 4. And then we're going to go back to Corel. We're going to left click, import Gear Test 4. Don't worry about that. Don't really know what it is. We are going to go ahead and turn it into a hairline in red. And it really needs to be RGB, but I'm not worried about that right now. Well, that should give me my color. You can always go over here and grab your eyedropper tool and put on that red and turn it into that red. And there you got it. Now, remember our shaft size was 6.048. So we're going to ungroup this, Control ungroup, take this and turn this into 1/4 inch, 0.25. And if I had I'm going to back up here and make my ratio locked. So I only have to type in the one number, 0.25. It's going to put it right in the center. Now we're going to Control G and make a group of that. Control G and make a group of this. Now, I've always eyeballed this when I make my gears. And if you see, they're on top of each other. But let's just try our spacing. And the gear is off a little bit because, the fact that it's Corel's taking that into effect and that into effect, that the distance. So what you would want to do is turn your nudge distance .001 and grab that gear and just minutely move it down where it's even. And these gears have a little bit of tolerance. Now let's change our nudge factor to 6.048. Let's grab that gear and move it out of the way. That's probably the correct placement for it. Now we can actually rotate this on that axis. And if you look, and if we do both, let's put that about at a right angle and then move this one. That's probably a little sloppy, but you can bring it in. I actually want to see if that was our gear spacing, 6.048. And let's just bring both gears in. See, they've got in the program, it's quite a bit larger or smaller gap there. They're actually using part of all the gears. But that's where I eyeball a lot of these gears. It's not, something that's gonna make it that big a deal, because it's not like a machine gear that's gonna be running with oil. That would be about the correct spacing for me. And then I'm just gonna drill 2 holes in a board to make this gear work, and we'll just go ahead and do that real quick. Let's change our nudge factor like to 12 inches. Let's Control D and make a duplicate of this gear. And then let's go up to object. Well, we need to select everything. Go up to object and ungroup all. Now we're going to take this gear and move it over. Now there's a copy, but I don't want that copy, so I'm going to move that away. We'll move this one over. There's our placement. There's your 2 rings for your placement. So if you had a board that you were going to put these on, that would be your cut holes. I'm pretty sure we got a duplicate of that, and we do. So I'm going to do this and move those over. So this is going to be the exact placement. So let's Control G and group that together. Control G and group our board together, and then move those back over, and you see your gears will be right where they need to be. And what I said earlier about all you're trying to do is turn, and these are wood gears, and you don't really want too much of a perfect mesh like you would have in a machine motor. But that's how I do it, and I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.